Oh my gosh, you guys, I missed you so much. I know we haven't done a live episode in a couple of weeks, so I'm here and I'm back to dive into a lot of topics. We have to talk about Britney, yes, the basketball player over there in Russia. Now they saying she's in trouble. Oh, and we're also going to talk about how I told you that Elon Musk bought that Twitter program just to get Trump back on that platform, just to have him run for office in 2024. And we also going to discuss how these Supreme Court justices wanted to reverse a couple of bills and got caught. And now they're scared because the protesters are at your front door. Somebody's knocking at your door.
As you know, I got something to say. You might like it, you might love it, you might even hate it, but anything you stand by the end. So just comment below. If you don't know me already, I'm
Hi, welcome to I Got Something to Say. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And when you see this, just comment below and let me know and say hello. And I will definitely come into you to the I Got Something to Say experience. Hashtag IGSTS. It's very easy to do so. If you see a story that you want us to talk about or you want us to hear, if you hashtag that, my team and I will look up those hashtags and we will definitely talk about it on the show. Now, you're asking, how can I be a part of that giveaway? Well, it's very easy. You can go to my personal story on Instagram at al.williamsforreal, or you can go to the Link Agency Instagram and you can vote on the topics on Wednesday in particular. If you vote on the topics on Wednesday, we'll give you an opportunity to win a gift on Thursday. I mean, it's very easy, very simple. You're not paying for anything. We just want a little bit of your time.
The activity associated with the governance of African American lives and or when our culture is entangled in political propaganda with a negative outcome.
You guys, welcome to Black Otics. As I said, we have a lot to dive into. So let's talk about Derek Shavin. Do you remember who Derek Shavin is? I'm saying his name in particular because I want you to remember that name. Derek Shavin is the man who killed and murdered George Floyd in the street. You know, he was the guy in the blue uniform, which in America, the Americans call them police, but us as African Americans or those who come over here as Africans to be enslaved, we call them slave catchers. But nonetheless, he actually called him one, which we call African Americans now, and he killed him dead on live TV, and they still sent him to court to see if he was guilty for killing the man that they saw killed on live TV. But nonetheless, that's neither here nor there. Now, Derek Shavin had the opportunity to be convicted, like go to prison for doing something that we saw on live TV. But I'm going to keep going. And as he sit in jail for less than a year's time, he already reached an appeal. Are you surprised this Sound About White has reached an appeal? I'm not. Next story. Do you guys remember me talking about Brittany Griner? Griner. Look her up. She's a WNBA basketball player here in the United States. Well, on her off season, she goes to Russia and plays over there for a little extra coin. Well, the war started while she was over there. She rushes to go home. While she's at the airport, they find a little bit of liquid marijuana, which we here in the United States call a vape pen, child. Well, they arrested her, detained her. And you know in America, you get that one call to call your family that you know going to help bail you out. Well, in Russia, the rules must be different because she wasn't able to call her family, and her family had to put a missing report out on their NBA child, baby. Like, where my kid at? Okay. Anyway, they found out that she was detained because of this. And I said from the beginning when we talked about it this season that it was something wrong with it. Well, now the United States is finally agreeing and saying there's something wrong with her arrest and she needs to be released. And her court date is coming. You guys, let's talk about the ᴍᴇᴛ. Yes. So do you remember right in Colorado where they had a lot of craziness going on when it came to the election just last year when Trump was saying he won the election and he really didn't? Well, Colorado has spoken and they have barred one of the voting election officials from ever overseeing the election. So they will not be overseeing the election right there in Madison County. But nonetheless, let's talk about Elon Musk. He's another Republican that we talked about on the last episode as well. And I told you Twitter's going to be doomed, but some of you had to remind me because Elon Musk is right now going on interviews talking about how he can't wait to unbar Trump from Twitter because that's his whole purpose, is having free speech. But some of you guys reminded me of something. One thing that you guys did remind me in those comments is that the Republicans do one thing, is they always tell on themselves. They always destroy themselves, right? Especially Trump. But let's talk about the Supreme Court. We have to talk about the Supreme Court. These public officials, guys. Yes, the Supreme Court justices are terrified because people are protesting their front door. Why? Because it was a leak. It was a leak out saying that Roe versus Wade was going to be reversed. Out of the blue. Out of nowhere. Because you want abortion rights to be banned across the United States of America. But Roe versus Wade not only does abortion rights, but also it's like something with same-sex marriage. Also like interracial marriage. Also having kids in those lifestyles. It's more than just abortion rights. So people are protesting at these public official doors. And now the public officials are terrified. They're saying protect us because they're actually protesting at our front door peacefully and we're terrified. Some of them are going into hiding, but nothing has been destroyed under their houses. No one is doing any rioting or anything crazy. They just want their rights. They want their rights back and they have the right to protest when they're not getting their rights.